Now, before I talk about why I like afflicted monsters, I just want to say I tried the double Furious Rejang quest, and well, welcome back, classy crew, to the 10th journal in my journey through Sunbreak and Rise as I try to complete every single quest under the sun in this game that gives me a little check mark so I can fulfill my little checkmark OCD. But actually, the reason I did this pledge is so I could take on every challenge this game had to offer. And let me just say, now that I've entered the endgame and the whole afflicted monster business, I finally understand what the endgame has to offer. And it is something that is very interesting, because if I had known that this is the end game, I would not have made my pledge the same way, because the spirit of the pledge was to find all the challenges, just like when I pledged to kill all monsters in World. That put me up against some intense challenges in World and Iceborne. So far, I can see myself getting through most of the quests in Sunbreak fairly easily, except for maybe that double Furious Rejang quest. The real challenge awaits me in the afflicted monster grind when I get these beasts to level 100 or whatever. So now, if you have not made it to endgame and you are not sure what it is, let's just roll it back and talk about what is the endgame of Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak as HeyJ understands it. Once you make it past a certain point in the game, you unlock these anomaly quests. The anomaly quest basically makes you fight every monster again that are now afflicted, aka bigger health pool, more aggressive, and they've got zits on them that you have to pop. Once you unlock those, you unlock more investigations. The investigations give you points to unlock your anomaly research, which I like to call, basically it's your next rank. You have your hunter rank, your master rank, and now we've got your anomaly research rank. That's your endgame rank once you're done playing with all the master rank monsters, which I'm not, by the way. You level that up so that you get higher level investigations, and then you do those higher level investigations for the challenge, but also the potential rewards to unlock augments that can then let you augment your armor or weapon. And that is a whole system in and of itself, because first you need the item to say, I want to have the ability to augment this. So you have to first unlock the augment. Then when you unlock the augment, you need the materials to say, I want to augment this. Now the weapon is very much like what you would expect in World and Iceborne, where it's like, I want more strength, I want more element damage. It's basically buffs for your weapon. On your armor, I actually really love what they did here. It is a roll of the dice on, is your augment going to be good? And then it goes, okay, do you want this new set of armor with these buffs? And you either accept it or you reject it. This is super grindy and super RNG. And I could hear a lot of people argue why it's bad. And I want to be specific that my experience is as a streamer. And the reason I say as a streamer specifically is because I can pretty much turn on the game and the stream at any time, and I will have people I know, well, sort of know, people I chat with anyways, to play with. AKA, let's call them friends. So my grind stream, my first anomaly grind stream, I must have killed maybe 5 to 10 stupid great baggies and Arzros. That is the only thing that was on the menu, and I just have to keep grinding and grinding it. It was monotonous and kind of boring, but it's fine because the gameplay of Monster Hunter is fun. And the fact that I could do these things with my mind half shut off, but being more focused about chatting and just enjoying time with my chat, with the audience, the viewers, that made, by the end of the stream, I wasn't like, oh my goodness, that was like dull. At the end of the stream, I went, I barely progressed anything. I mean, sure, I got my anomaly research points up to level 30 or something, but I'm like, what did I do? I didn't really get that much more armor. I got 50 coins. That was something, but like tangible results, I didn't get anything. But I was still satisfied with the stream. The fact that I had spent 3 hours playing, I was like, why am I so satisfied? It's because I had fun. I had fun playing the game with friends, and that's ultimately what this game is about. This game really shines in multiplayer. And I know a lot of people do not play this game in multiplayer. They only play it in single player. And I know that the experience when you play with randos is worse than when you play with friends. So that's why the caveat is this endgame grind is good when you can play with friends, or if you're a streamer. Now, the other reason that I really like the afflicted monster model is there's a certain audience in Monster Hunter where we seek out, and I am part of this audience, we seek out more challenge. We, when Rise came out and it was so easy, it got so much flack of this game is too easy. We want hard monsters, challenge us. And then they threw 2 stupid monkeys in an arena for us. This pretty much says, okay, look, you want to increase your challenge? Here is a gauntlet of gameplay that you can unlock. All you got to do is you just got to grind it out, and you will dial up the difficulty up until you're comfortable, up until your challenge. So it's not locking any gameplay like, let's say, the Fatalis fight. The Fatalis fight, if you don't overcome Fatalis, you don't get to see the cutscene after you kill Fatalis. In this one, you don't really miss out on any story or anything. It's just you want more of a challenge, it's there for you. You just got to grind it out. So all of those different aspects really makes me just enjoy this. It is grindy, but I think an endgame should be grindy. Like a game like Monster Hunter is not a game. We want to be playing this for the next year or two until Monster Hunter 6 comes out. So if it's something that we could just bam, knock out in a week or two, it would be kind of like lame. What else would we do? So it's definitely not the type of endgame that you want to just try to push yourself through in like a week and get through it. And I'm definitely not going to do that. I play once or twice a week, by the way. That is my schedule. And for that kind of schedule and that kind of intake of this game, I think it's perfect. It gives you an excuse to just hang out with friends, just knock out a few knockout hunts, make some progress towards unlocking more stuff, which will help you unlock more stuff. And it's all just kind of this very nice, steady progress and reward. It's a very slow progress and reward, admittedly, but I like it. My one complaint is the item you need to get the augment to unlock on your stuff. I don't know where it drops. I only have one. So I can only augment one piece of armor. That's my biggest complaint. Give me more of that, or let me buy it so I can augment anything I want. Like, I want to build stuff. If I'm going to hunt this many times the same monster, let me build stuff and roll the dice on different kind of defenses. So it's not perfect, but I think it is pretty solid. It's definitely better than whatever base Rise had to offer. I think that was mostly talisman grinding. And that's where I'm at. But I'd love to hear where you're at. In terms of what do you like in the end game? Are you even at the end game? How does this compare to the other Monster Hunter end games you've played? Because I have very little end game experience to compare it to. So I'm going to keep grinding away. Also, I have a date with 2 more Furious Rajangs because that is what is stopping me. I'm also not done on my journey because, well, there's a lot of quests, but there's also a lot of new challenges. So I've just hit Master Rank 50, which unlocks proper Furious Rajang, just the solo quest. So I will see you on the next journal, hopefully with a report that I have slain the Furious Rajangs, and let me know too if you were able to slay them. And otherwise, there are more journals here that you can check out, or you can join me at twitch.tv/HeyJayOfficial if you want to hang out live. Hopefully I'll see you then or on the next journal, and until next time, keep it classy.